Vikings. And off we go from the Twin Cities. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. Bortles now on first down. And his first pass here is going to fall incomplete. The veteran tight end Mercedes Lewis, the intended receiver. And it's second down.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open, and this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete. And this may be a carbon copy as he'll again be stopped right at the line of scrimmage. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is, and really a lot of the time they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game.
The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked up by the former first-rounder Trey Waynes. And he'll bring this one back to the 29. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts. The first carry now for Dalvin Cook. Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. Second down. They run it again with Cook. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. Give him 4 on the ground there. They're now left with 3rd and 6.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
They haven't made much of this great starting field position they had. Here's 3rd and 6. Now Keenum. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Marcel Darius in there to get him for a loss of 9, and that'll lead to 4th down. On now is Kai Forbath to try the field goal. This will be kicked from the 42. It's a 52-yard attempt. And this is good. He got just enough to clear the crossbar as he drops it in from long distance. And the Vikings have a 3-0 lead. So after the pick, they can't capitalize for 6, but they do get 3.
And I know in this situation, most of us want to focus on the offense. You know what side of the ball I played on. Let's give that defense a lot of credit. Taking it over in a sudden change situation and shutting them down.
As possession changes hands here, I get to talk to you about the Super Bowl. It's New England and Philly, a repeat of Super Bowl 39, although that one was in Jacksonville. This one, of course, in Minneapolis.
Yeah, I think the only thing that really changes is the weather. But this one's in a dome, so I don't think that that's a real issue for them at all. But guess what? New England has the same coach and the same quarterback. That's a big advantage for the Patriots.
Meanwhile, for Philly, everything's new, including a quarterback in Nick Foles that they didn't think would be there right now.
And I'm not sure Nick Foles thought he would be there at that point. But remember, he's been to the Pro Bowl before, been to the playoffs as a starter in the NFL. He's got a chance to play a really big game.
Now Bortles. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Anthony Barr. And he'll take this back down inside the 20. That interception sets them up beautifully already in the red zone.
And you can hear it all the way up here. Oski, everyone turned to block, find a spot, and now they're set up inside the red zone for their offense.
First down, here's the run with Cook. And he's going to push his way down to about the 12. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short. If these kinds of lanes are available, you have to feel like he's going to have a pretty big game on the ground.
Yeah, you can tell early on he's got a little burst in his step, and that's a big pickup right there on first down.
So this brings up a 2nd and 2.
Watch it now, Barney, Barney.
Off the play fake, Keenum. Flushed out right. And his throw here's incomplete. Stephon Diggs, his intended receiver. And it's 3rd and short.
Those throwing windows get a lot tighter near the end zone, don't they? And here's the thing. You already probably have 3 points in your hip pocket. You force a throw here and give up an interception, you come away with nothing.
Especially tough in the middle third of the field where he threw that one.
All right, here we go.
3rd and 2, Keenum. And that is incomplete.
These guys had to settle for a field goal their last time moving the ball down the field. They may have to do it again on this drive. That could be frustrating.
Yeah, I don't want to be cliche, but at least they were able to get 3 last time. 3 here, not the worst thing in the world. And Forbath will put this one. They were hoping for. Forbath now to kick it away after the made field goal.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
They go play action here on first down. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
This defense is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. It came in, made the... He's trying to haul it in.
A fake to Fournette. Now it's Bortles to throw. Gonna let one fly for Robinson. So the long attempt falls innocently to the ground, and it brings up 3rd.
So this is what happens when you throw interceptions. That confident veneer that you have, it's chipped away a little bit. Maybe a little bit gun-shy throwing it around.
Yeah, underthrowing him there, and you're right. Those interceptions may be in the back of his mind. Throwing his Bortles on 3rd down. Pressure coming from the Vikings, and they get there and bring him down. Sharif Floyd in there to drop him for a 6-yard loss, and that'll lead to a 4th down. Nortman on to kick as he sends it away. Here's Sherrills. And he'll go out of bounds across the 35-yard line. A terrific return there. 27 yards all told. And the Vikings will take over here 1st and 10. Keenum now on first down. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
Here we go now. Green 39. Green 39.
They'll fake the give. Now Keenum. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
Off play action. Keenum. They'll roll him out right. Over the middle, complete. It's Morgan. And he is hit pretty hard from the side as he's knocked down at the 47-yard line. They give him 12 yards and a first down. They'll need to get the play off quickly. Now a play fake here on first down. Buying time to his left. Now he's going to let it go deep left side. And it drops down incomplete. Thought he might have had it. Instead, second down.
One thing I know from experience is that when the deep ball is thrown and you're the defender, you've got to fight that little bit of panic that emerges. You've got to play the ball really well. It's a 50-50 jump ball play. And guess what? They took a shot. How are you going to win it? And in this case, they managed to get it done.
And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. It's a loss of 2, now third down.
Well, forget about finding a lane there. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. Probably fortunate he was able to hold on to the football.
Back now with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Second quarter begins with the Vikings holding the football. The Vikings on third down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is third down and 12.
Now let's go. 3-19. No, Jack, Patriot.
Here's Keenum to throw. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
The game plan for any defense is finding ways to make a quarterback uncomfortable in the pocket. When you bring pressure from all angles, you never know who's going to get home. In this case, the left cornerback, right in the face of him, puts him down.
And Quigley now on to punt as he sends this one away. And that'll hit at the 5 and go into the end zone for a touchback. Here comes the Jaguars offense as they get set here. You're coming off of the 3 and out. They're just looking for anything to grab onto right now, aren't they?
I'm wondering if someone's going to take charge in the huddle. You know, we always look to the quarterback, but sometimes it's another player on the team, a star, a veteran, someone with some excitement and energy. It's like, all right, guys, let's shake things up and let's go, because they still have an opportunity to make things happen.
Shake it off. On first down, Bortles. Oh, incomplete. The rookie had it and lost it there. And it'll be second down. Well, with that one hitting the ground, wanted to ask you about this kind of in-between week. Super Bowl week next week. What is this week like for the players in between?
Number one, healing up for them, right? Getting those bumps and bruises taken care of so they're ready to go on the full Super Bowl week. For the coaches, it depends on their philosophy. Some will start to introduce the game plan the first week. Others will hold it until the second week. Some will go late and kind of do it in between. I do know one Super Bowl coach who used to give his team the entire week off with that 2-week gap and then bring them back and do it just like a regular season game.
Got to think, though, if you're a player, you're antsy, right? You're just ready for next week.
You really are. And the best coaches, they find a way to slow that down so you don't ramp up too fast. They want to make sure that you explode on game day.
To throw is Bortles. And this is going to be incomplete.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. It's just a 32-yard punt with no return. And out will come the offense as they take over. Now the Vikings offense gets set to take over here. They're out in front. Last time they had to punt it away. We'll see if they can add to their lead now.
They don't want to go out and punt it away again. This team now wants to get a cushion, put people away. They want to run their offense and have it end up in the end zone.
Keenum out to his left. And this is incomplete. Well, taking a step back, and we look league-wide for a second. On Tuesday the 16th, Pro Football Writers Association named the all-rookie team. Who was on the ledger?
Well, let's start with the headliners. Let's start with the Offensive Rookie of the Year, Alvin Kamara, running back from Tennessee, third-rounder with the New Orleans Saints. And Marshawn Lattimore, their first pick in the first round this past season, a cornerback out of Ohio State, the Defensive Rookie of the Year.
Yeah, and Kamara shared that offensive honor with Kareem Hunt. What a year he had.
I mean, when you put it all together, at one point you thought Kareem Hunt was just running away with this thing. Remember, they got off to a 5-0 start, and he was essentially setting rookie records every week he played. And then Kamara and the Saints with a late rush made it a tie, both of them well-deserving.
Throwing on third down, Keenum. And he's able to find Diggs. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. That one good for 16, and the drive will continue. A give. This is Cook. They'll wind up getting 4 down to the 36. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on second down.
On second down, Cook. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. A really nice pickup of 14 yards, and it moves the sticks.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
On 1st and 10, here's Keenum. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. Handoff comes to Cook, and they'll get him down right about the 20. Just a couple there on the second down run. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8 situation. Pretty good little 2-play sequence there. You foresee incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
Back to throw, Keenum. Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Throwing back across his body. Picked off by the linebacker, Paul Posluszny. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Game clock at 2:01. Time for one final play before the 2-minute warning. They'll start out on the ground. It's Leonard Fournette. And he'll take this one up to about the 23. 1:58 to go in this first half of play. More from Minneapolis after this. They'll run it again with Fournette. And this carry not as productive. He's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4. The Jaguars on 3rd down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 4. Now they run with a backup. It's Chris Ivory. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. A 14-yard first down pickup for the Jaguars. Maybe a little sign of life here offensively, Charles. They get their first down. They didn't have any in quarter number 1.
And I think what we're seeing teams, right? Understanding what they like to do, their best plays, try and take those away early. So now we're seeing some adjustments, and they end up getting their first down.
Play action. Now it's Bortles. He's going to air one out. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by the former first-rounder Trey Waynes. score. It's a Viking touchdown. Well, we know this defense has athleticism. Spots like that prove us right.
I love the way that you spotlighted the athleticism because you and I both know the best athletes on the field, they play on defense.
I don't know. I was a kicker. You got to remember that now.
Come on, come on.
Fine. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. And now out come the Jags. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here.
It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And that'll make it 2nd and 12. Again, it's Fournette. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Maybe a gain of a yard that time, but yeah, from the spot, actually no gain. So 3rd and long. The Jaguars on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd down and 12. A final shot before half for Bortles. But he's got it to Hearns. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or 2 shy of the 30. Out come the Vikings. They'll have it first on offense as we begin the 3rd. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, in fact, you can take the spirit away from another team. That their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
It's still 3rd quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
Forced out to his left. And now he'll let this one go deep. Back thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Tashawn Gibson. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line. First possession of the 3rd quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
And this is caught. Mercedes Lewis with a grab. And he takes this one just shy of midfield all the way to the 49. And a nice gain of 21 yards. Throwing on first down is Bortles. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. Allen Robinson, the intended receiver. And now it's 2nd down. Hey, don't forget, by the way, as I go off on a tangent here for a second, that we got the Pro Bowl coming up in Orlando on January 28th, so that'll be something.
I do like the fact that they play it the week before the Super Bowl now, as opposed to after it's all over. Because I think that for the guys who didn't make the Super Bowl, it's a big consolation prize, and I think we're getting better play in the Pro Bowl as a result. Those guys come to play, and they're excited about the whole event.
Yeah, and it was a little closer last year. It had kind of gotten to the 60 to 45 out of hand. But, yeah, I think you're right. It was a little bit more competitive.
It was, and I was really happy they went back to AFC versus NFC instead of that draft thing they had for a few seasons.
And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete. Another drive comes and goes. Still nothing on the scoreboard.
Yeah, and when the second half comes, you know, it's real easy to get discouraged and wonder if you're ever going to get things started. You just got to fight through it. Got to keep pounding away.
Still just the third quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on fourth. Bortles being chased out left. Then his pass is intercepted for the fourth time today. Picked off by Harrison Smith. And it's a good return here as he'll get all the way up close to the 35. That had disaster written all over. You've got a right-handed quarterback, a rolling left, and throwing it pretty far downfield.
It's really difficult to do, to try and get your body twisted around into the proper position and get anything on the ball as you heave it downfield. And that's what it actually turns into, a heave. And that's not really a good throw, is it?
Not good, and we saw the result. This is Murray. And he will lose yardage on the play, back at his own 19-yard line. It's a loss of 14 that time, and it'll make this a 2nd and long.
Here we go.
And he goes across the 20 to the 22. Give him 4 yards there, but still in a big hole, 3rd and long.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
The Vikings on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This will be 3rd and a mile. After the run, Keenum going to throw. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off near the 29, and they will take over at the 29-yard line.
You hear me laughing, partner, and I'm not laughing at the situation, but sometimes you just get yourself into a rut. It's hard to shake yourself out of it.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And the hook up here to Allen Robinson. And he's finally taken down, but not before getting across midfield and across the 45-yard line. Bortles now on 1st down. Caught out left side by Robinson. And he's going to be stopped dead in his tracks. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down. On 2nd down, here's Fournette. And he is leveled. Knocked down hard. It's a 5-yard gain, but they'll still be a yard short here with 3rd down now looming.
And Leonard Fournette impressing there with that run. It's hard to believe that no Jacksonville Jaguar has broken 1,000 yards since Maurice Jones-Drew in 2011. I think Leonard Fournette could be that guy.
Even with the ankle injury last year at LSU, still averaged 6.5 yards per carry.
And absolutely intimidated opposing defenses. A lot of guys simply didn't want to tackle him.
On 1st and 10, here's Bortles. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down. Now Bortles throwing on 2nd down. Over the middle, and it's incomplete.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. From the gun on 3rd down, Bortles. That is caught at the 7th. And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. Allen Hurns, 26 yards. And the Jaguars are back within a score. And his kick is good. Here's Lambeau out to kick this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. And now out comes Minnesota. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. Keenum going to throw. Flush to his right. His throw incomplete.
Brandon, it looked like he had his hands on it for a moment, but let's face it, that was going to be a tough catch all the way because of the presence of the defense right there as he was trying to haul it in.
Yeah, nice job to force the incompletion. The Vikings on third down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This is 3rd down and 12. Now Keenum. Screen play, McKinnon. And he'll go down just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. Now the screen only good for 3 that time, and it'll bring up a 4th down. I hate to surrender the football when you're nursing a slim lead, but they're going to have to punt it away. Trust that defense.
It's the right play at this stage of the game as well. You don't need to press it here because you do have that little bit of a cushion, and you count on your D to make it stand up.
He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. This is taken at the 18. And that's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And the Jaguars go on offense, 1st down and 10. Bortles now on 1st down. And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by Anderson-Dejo. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault. Maybe somebody ran the wrong pattern. Maybe some balls were tipped. It could be so many different things. Bottom line, though, it comes back to the guy throwing it.
Escaping the pressure right. Lets it fly for Thielen. So they took a shot on 1st down, but couldn't connect.
There's definitely contact there, but it's the 4th quarter of a kind of tight game, and sometimes the officials just say, let them play. Kind of like your mom used to with you and your brothers. Just take the broom to you and send you out to the backyard and tell you to settle it yourselves.
I like that, yeah. There was contact. I don't know, like you said, enough to warrant the flag. It was close, though. And down inside the 35, he goes to the 32-yard line. 9 yards on the pickup there as they'll be left with 3rd and 1. And in this situation with a lead 4th quarter, they're liking keeping them. And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line. Miles Jack with a big-time sack on 3rd down. And it'll be a loss of 7. Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. And he's got Kyle Rudolph. Touchdown, Vikings. Kyle Rudolph, 40 yards. And the Vikings find a way to stretch their lead.
I don't know who exactly made the call. Was it the special teams coach? But it had to be okayed by the head coach. Gutsy call. Fake field goal that results in a touchdown. A terrific play.
Tough there. Good pass. Hit the hands. He just couldn't bring it in.
And every receiver's coach everywhere. Seeing that play, focus, focus, focus. Watch it all the way in and tuck it away.
To return it is Corey Grant. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. And
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. 4th quarter, every drive's so critical, and you figure may only get one more shot after this, so a touchdown's imperative on this drive.
It is, but you also have to think to yourself in play calling, don't hold anything back. Don't save it for the 2nd touchdown. You got the first one for the 2nd one to even matter.
6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a 3rd down.
Well, he did a nice job keeping his eyes downfield, waiting for someone to get open. But once the pressure forced his eyes down to see the rush, it was time to make a break for it.
The Jaguars on third down. They're at 50%, 4 for 8. This will be 3rd and 5. Here's Bortles to throw. He's got the hook up to Lee. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. The Jags picking up the first down there, a gain of 12. Shotgun now for Bortles. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete.
Whenever they're trying to attack a zone defense, you're trying to figure out where your gaps are going to be. And depending on what type of zone they're playing, it could be on the outside, it could be in the middle, it could be in the seams, in the edges. In this case, but this zone defense didn't allow it because they were able to see the ball come off the quarterback's hands, and everyone was able to react to the football and knock it away.
And his throw's going to be incomplete.
When I watched that play, I thought about what my coaches had told me in the past. The biggest teaching point, get your head around. Locate the football. That's exactly what he did there. That was nice.
Throwing his Bortles on third down. Going for the deep ball. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked up by Anderson-Aho. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Very tough spot here for the offense to start. They start the drive with Cook. And he will take this up to about the 8-yard line. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
And they'll get him down up past the 15. It's a 10-yard pickup, and it moves the chains. So the offense has it 1st and 10. Time for a break. We're back to finish this one off after this. Now it's Keenum here off the bootleg. Jaguar pressure and a Jaguar sack. Miles Jack in there to pick up his 2nd sack now of the afternoon. Keenum's going to throw it here. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. And they'll get him down here at the 23. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down. The Vikings on 3rd down. Not so hot. 2 for 9 to this point. This will be 3rd and 5.
All right, here we go.
Now it's Keenum. This one complete to his fullback out of the backfield. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. And give him 17 yards that time as that'll move the chains.
Now, that's often a surprise for the defensive guys when they see the big fella slide out of the backfield and catch the ball. Not something they usually go over in practice very often.
Keenum now on first down. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Telvin Smith coming in from that outside linebacker spot to bury him for a loss of 7. On 2nd down, here's Keenum. And he'll find Thielen on the right side. A good pickup there of 20 yards. So after that big gain, let's see what else the offense has up its sleeve. On first down, Keenum. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. So the defense has put them in a tough spot. It's 2nd and long. On the ground, it's Cook. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. And, Charles, I think when the schedule comes out, all teams, no matter where